Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine. In the previous videos, we studied about motion, displacement and distance, speed and velocity, effect of speed and direction on velocity, uniform and non-uniform linear motion. If you not seen these videos, you look it first, then you continue. Now we see, students, what is acceleration. You look in your textbook. Acceleration. First, take a 1 meter long plastic tube and cut it lengthwise into two halves. 2. Take one of the channels shaped pieces. Place one of its ends on the ground and hold the other at some height from the ground as shown in figure 1.4. Take a small ball and release it from the upper end of the channel. 4. Observe the velocity of the ball as it rolls down along the channel. 5. Is its velocity the same at all points? 6. Observe how the velocity changes as it moves from the top through the middle and to the bottom. You must have all played on a slide in a park. You know that while sliding down, the velocity is less at the top. It increases in the middle and becomes zero towards the end. Students, in the figure 1.4, we see the velocity of ball is different at different places. At initially, velocity of ball is zero, and at last also the velocity of ball is zero, but in middle the velocity of ball is increases. When we play on a slide, that time also at top the velocity is zero, then in middle the velocity increase, and at bottom again velocity is decreased or it is zero. Means what it is? Means the rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. What is the definition of acceleration? Acceleration means the rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. So, the formula of acceleration is acceleration equals to change in velocity upon time. If the initial velocity is u and in time t it changes to the final velocity v. So, acceleration equals to A equals to final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. So, A acceleration equals to V minus U upon T. V means final velocity and U means initial velocity. When any body accelerated means it have initial velocity and final velocity. You look in your textbook, students. If the velocity of an object changes during a certain time period, then it is said to have accelerated motion. If velocity is changes during a certain time period, then we say it is in accelerated motion. An object in motion can have two types of acceleration. An object in motion. If any object is in motion, then it have two types of acceleration. Which are they? Now students, look in your textbook. First question is asked. When an object is at rest in the beginning of its motion, what is its initial velocity? The initial velocity of that object will be zero. Second question is, when an object comes to rest at the end of its motion, what is its final velocity? Then also its final velocity is zero. Now we see next point. Two types of acceleration. First one is uniform acceleration. Second, non-uniform acceleration. First, uniform acceleration. What is the meaning of uniform acceleration? Students, you look in your textbook. Use your brain power box. If the velocity changes by equal amounts in equal time intervals, the object is said to be in uniform acceleration. Velocity changes by equal amounts in equal time intervals means it is the object is said to be in uniform acceleration. And what is non-uniform acceleration? If the velocity changes by unequal amounts in equal time intervals, means it is non-uniform acceleration. Just like the motion, there are two types of motion. First one is uniform linear motion and second one is non-uniform linear motion. Just like that, there are also two types of acceleration. Now we see next point. Positive, negative and zero acceleration. Positive, negative and zero acceleration. Students, you look in your textbook. An object can have positive or negative acceleration. When the velocity of an object increases, the acceleration is positive. In this case, the acceleration is in the direction of velocity. When the velocity of an object decreases with time, it has negative acceleration. Negative acceleration is also called deceleration. Its direction is opposite to the direction of velocity. If the velocity of the object does not change with time, it has zero acceleration. Students, what is positive acceleration? When the velocity of an object increases. When velocity of an object is increases, then we say it is in positive acceleration. What is negative acceleration? When the velocity of an object decreases with time, then it has negative acceleration, or we can say deceleration also. Acceleration means increasing in velocity, means it is acceleration, and decreasing in velocity means what? Deceleration, or we say negative acceleration. Do you understand, students? Now we see next points in the next video. Okay, bye. Take care.